What is up, you guys? Welcome to episode 6 of the BRZ LS build. I don't know what they call that anymore. Today we are focusing on a couple things. One, as you can see, my cleanliness of the shop. So apparently all those trees that you see right there losing their leaves, and apparently there's like a perfect little flow that just comes right through here, and then this shop, as it's open, will start to get slammed with leaves even after cleaning. If anybody locally knows how to fix a garage door, please hit me up. So today we will be focusing on AN fittings, installing the AN fittings for the fuel system. Okay guys, so we finally have most of the plumbing done for the fuel tank. Okay, so over here to the right or the left, depending where you're facing, of course, we have the fuel pressure regulator. So what the fuel pressure regulator does is the fuel from the tank comes in to here. From here, you adjust it. Then from here, what you adjust will flow out this other end into the fuel rail. And then the bottom, which is the excess fuel, will go back to the return line. I didn't install a new fitting for a return line because there's already a return line on the car itself. So the return line doesn't necessarily need to be all that updated. As you can see, it did me no good, the leaf blower. Seems like the wind was just not cooperating today. And so first thing is first, a couple of things you will need. Drill, just any drill will do, with the fitting size that you will be using. So in this case, it's a 19. The hose will get stuck in between these two fittings. You need to always have pressure on it. So the best way to do that is with a drill. So you can just go like that, grab it and press on. This is probably not correct, but it works. You want to get your ends nice and clean so it'll fit flush on that fitting. One side I will be putting on this L fitting, and on the other side I will be putting a fitting that goes onto the tubing of the fuel return line. And then this will go from the fuel return line into the fuel tank. This side that flares out a little bit, you will be putting it through here, and then you'll be twisting it and pushing it together. And this is where I noticed that the drill comes in handy. Put it nice and straight, and then you press together. You need a serious amount of pressure. So I'm gonna go take this to the vise and I'll be right back. Enough persuasion of our friend the drill and the vise. Basically, I viced it here and then I just drilled it in. Very slow is the key. Almost like if you were wrenching it, like really slow. Press as hard as you can, and some. And now we will go ahead and do the same for this other side. Okay guys, so if you can see there, this part here needs to thread all the way to where the second thread meets. Pardon my hands, but you need to thread it on to where that second thread meets. So this piece here will go in there and it'll make a seal between the two. So once you have gotten to this part where you need to thread that in, this is where the real work starts, because now you can't use your drill. And this needs to thread in there. Press this down, and you have to hold this and press this up and make sure that it doesn't slide out while still pressing in. And it takes quite a bit of force. So from this fitting across the cross member here, and then went through this little hole over here that goes right behind the fuel tank. You can probably even see the fuel tank right there. So now we're gonna drop the car and connect the return line to the fuel tank. You can see here where the line came out. I was going to use this one as the line for my fuel pump hose, because, or fuel pump wires, because this is actually supposed to be an external fuel pump fuel tank. Now we just got to switch these wires to here and then connect this to here. We are finished finally with the plumbing. It is late and it took longer than expected, like everything else on this build, but it is a learning curve, so you can expect it. Switch is the same switch from the other day that I did the wiring. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pop this sucker on, and then I'm gonna go to the back here, and in the back, this is the line for the pump, and then this is the return line. You can see there, it's coming right back, and the pump is doing its job. It is a job well done. Tomorrow is an exciting day. We're gonna have a little special something going on. I guess you'll have to see, or you probably already know from the title of this video, but we're gonna go pick up a special car. That car will give away what we're gonna go pick up. If you know about the history of these cars. We're gonna wake up crazy early. I'm not a morning person, so bear with me, you guys. All right, guys, it is about, I don't know, 7:11 we said?
It's like,
what time did we say?
7:16.
7:16,
7:13.
Well, it was just now 7:11, which was ironic, but we're not at 7-Eleven. I'm putting gas, actually, filling her up.
Maybe you'll see the car in the front.
Yeah, we are looking for her. I don't think she's gonna be out in the open. Seems like she's gonna be hidden. What do you need to cut?
The seat. I'm taking off that shit. There's like, I think there's like actual rat shit in there. So.
Really?
Maybe, I don't know. It's very dirty and I don't feel like sitting in it.
Let me show them. So this is it, you guys. We got a new motor. And this is the inside. This is what we're working with. I know. She is a dump.
Yeah,
literally. That being said, we're gonna unload her and she needs a big, deep clean. All right, guys, finally got it off the trailer. I know what you guys are thinking. Why the hell would he buy such a trash? Remember one thing, that truck, when I bought it, was just as trashy as this car. I won't say it was as far out as in the inside, but it was pretty bad. And so, to be honest, I know I'm more than capable of bringing this car back because of underneath, the actual car is not rusted down through the metal. There's a couple spots like this here, but I actually have a whole new hood for this already, and a couple things. But overall, the car is definitely salvageable, unlike others. There's too many things. I have no idea what's in here. There could be a freaking snake nest in here, and would have no idea. Here we are with the two 86s. Looks like this thing has been sitting for approximately 20 years. There's a paper inside this car from 1999 or 2000 of the last registration. I haven't digged into it yet. I'm kind of saving that for another video. Anyways, So the mailman just stopped by, and this man brought me a couple of goodies. It's this thing. The livery for this thing is laid out on the floor, and you can kind of tell what it's gonna look like. I love the colors. I love the everything about it. I know some of this is a little tacky for some people, but for me, I like it. I like how it says race car, and I will insert a clip or a picture here so that you can see what it will be looking like. But it seems like everything is set up individually. You can kind of tell how this outline here is going to go along the window. You can kind of see if you were to look at or put them side to side. If I'm not mistaken, this side here, these go on the rear. These are on the side, of course, and I feel like this goes somewhere on the hood, but I'm not 100% sure. With that being said, you guys, I am super excited. I cannot wait for everything that's coming along. The livery, the car, the AE86. I know it's something corny to say, but back in the day, like, this was my dream setup, this shop. And so it's good to finally see things, pay off after a while. It's a good feeling to be able to be in this position to where I can work on my stuff and have a place to do it, because I used to live in a townhome where I was having trouble even washing my car. So having a place to throw a motor into a car, for me, is a big win. It's good to stay hungry, but it's even better to stay humble. So remember, you guys, stay humble, stay hungry, and get after it, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. It's gonna be a good one.